Exodus Cry is a decentralized community of intercessors and abolitionists that are committed to bringing an end to modern-day slavery. There are more people in slavery today than there were during the height of the transatlantic slave trade. And so our conviction is that we must launch a full-scale assault against this great injustice in our day, both in the realm of the spirit and also in the realm of the natural.
We have to change the spiritual atmosphere of the regions of which the physical, practical things take place.
Exodus Cry is a movement that is rooted in pursuing justice through prayer, and you can't go wrong, which means you've already bought into the lasting power of justice.
And Jesus said it in Luke 18. He goes, you cry out night and day in prayer, you change the spiritual atmosphere, demons are driven back, the angelic powers are released, the power of the Holy Spirit is released through prayer. So there's the spiritual dimension of justice, and then there's the practical, physical dimension.
In Ephesians chapter 6, the Apostle Paul said that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against evil spirits in heavenly places.
It's not effective to the fullness to do the practical if we don't do the spiritual. We have to do the two together.
It is critical that we confront this problem of slavery in the spirit by ushering in the supernatural dimension of God's power through prayer.
The very cry, Exodus Cry, is Exodus 2, the groan of the prisoners coming up before God, and God raising up deliverers. And the cry of Exodus Cry is to see deliverers, anointed, purified, prepared deliverers that will move in that spirit like Moses and bring deliverance to captives.
I'm telling you, we need Wilberforces to challenge it in the public places of politics, and we need fasting and prayer to pull it down. God wants to raise up an abolition prayer movement to shake this throne and this massive slave trade.
We have to be involved in justice. That's what the Messiah is all about.
There is one thing. I don't have another hope. I don't have another plan. It is the manifest presence of God breaking into communities. And that is released in one way, prayer.
I could not be more encouraged. This is the kind of prayer movement that's going to take and target every stronghold in the earth, and it can pull it down.
And it will help shift the church because it's setting a template for how the church is to pursue justice in the decades to come.
We believe this issue needs to be thrust to the forefront of the conscience of the church. God's strategy to end injustice in the world is through His church. Jesus said to pray, "Thy kingdom come, Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven."
Injustice is in front of our face, and we've not done anything about it. It's time we do.
So that's why the Exodus Cry, I believe, is such a practical way for the body of Christ to plug into this. We're joining in prayer while the practical outreach for deliverance is being extended.
So I want to ask as many of you out there to join with us in every way and to get behind us in every way as this thing goes forward.
What the call is, and has been raised up for the ending of abortion and challenging abortion, I believe the Exodus Cry is being raised up as a similar kind of prayer movement to challenge the powers of darkness of this slavery. I want to encourage you, throw yourself into Exodus Cry and be a shaper of history and a bringer of justice.